Throughout human history, we have had morals, a concept of what is good and what is evil. If this idea wasn't beneficial for humans, we would have abandoned the concept long ago. The fact that we haven't is evidence that human societies need morality in order to survive. The Old Testament is unique as an historical work in that it documents the consequences of its people's rulers violating its agreed-upon moral values, instead of painting all of its rulers only in positive terms. Thus, it shows us what behaviors lead a society to prosperity and success, and what leads to collapse and ruin. One leading message of morality that the Old Testament emphasizes is that of not taking justice into our own hands, and trusting to God to deal out vengeance on our behalf if human justice systems fail us. It reassures us that though doing this can be painful and frustrating, and often feel hopeless, that ultimately it still works. That evil often gets brought down by a competing evil, which in turn is itself destroyed. Or that someone with less strength of faith than you will snap and destroy evil, and have to face some negative consequence as a result. Finally, we are promised that those who escape consequences for an entire life of evil will still face judgment after death, and those who receive no rewards during their life for trusting in God will receive the biggest rewards in the afterlife. All of these concepts and assurances have stood the test of time, and 2,500 years after the writings of the Old Testament were concluded, we have had countless examples of their teachings being played out in history. So give up your vengeance to God when enduring injustice. For when the system fails you, He will repay and eventually choose someone else to run the system.